So in Argentina, there's a program called Fenómenos, which is broadcast live and covers notable weather events in Argentina and around the world. The show's co-host, Matias Bertolotti, is doing a normal weather forecast for the upcoming weekend, when this happens.
Por eso es el día quizás de estos próximos días, porque se viene la humedad y ahora sí, la esperada lluvia en la zona central, que están esperándola muchísimo, asociado con las perturbaciones de mal tiempo, va a realzar todo esto.
The program switches to a live security camera overlooking the boardwalk of the city of Corrientes, but something pale and translucent can be seen walking across the field and out of frame. The strange figure looks almost like the torso of a person, with arms moving quickly, almost as if whoever or whatever this is running. A shocked viewer is watching the show and shares the footage to his Instagram. It quickly gets a massive amount of attention. By the end of the program, Matias looks at the footage live on air and says that both he and the TV crew have no idea what this is. But they do note that whatever it is, it doesn't seem to have any legs.
¿Qué es esto? ¿Qué es eso que pasa cuando estábamos en vivo? Esto sucedió en vivo, a ver, esto no es, o sea, no estamos jodiendo, se los digo en serio, no estamos jodiendo, esto pasó en vivo cuando estábamos hablando del tiempo y la cámara es de Paso de la Patria.
A ver, ahí viene corriendo.
Ay, ¿qué es eso? ¿No tiene patas?
The Continental Inn. Jenna Snow works at the Continental Inn in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, a hotel which sits right across the road from a cemetery that is the final resting place of nearly 19,000 bodies. With a location like that, it's no wonder that the hotel has built up quite a bit of a reputation for being haunted. Now Jenna is working the front desk at 5 in the morning when she and one of her co-workers, Tim, spot.
They dug up the bodies and what?
Did they have it there, buddy?
Yeah.
Hey, Noel.
That's it.
What's up?
Oh yeah, I see it again.
Yeah, let's try and sit in the chair. Sometimes he'll stay there for a minute.
He is. How do you know this?
Well, because Danny and I caught him earlier when Danny was in the games room locking up. I freaked the out because I saw it. And then I tried to do a video review to record it, and it wouldn't let me.
A faint, pale figure can be seen moving around the hotel lobby and sitting down in one of the chairs, before just disappearing completely. Jenna's co-worker Tim claims that he's seen the bizarre figure many times before, and he believes that it has wandered over from the cemetery across the road. But lost spirit or not, I leave that up to you to decide.
Yo necesito una gran página web. Claro, claro, estoy de suerte. Tienda online para triunfar.
Crea tu página web con nuestra nueva inteligencia artificial. Ionos, tu solución digital.
¿Eh?
Mirror, mirror. Melina Zunder is celebrating Mother's Day in her home in Nova Trento, Brazil. She records herself as she enjoys a Brazilian dessert treat and shows the thoughtful present that she received from her son. But then, something happens that shocks her to her core.
Gente, eu vou comer com vocês o melhor brigadeiro da vida, que é da doceria da Lulu. E olha que bonitinho que eu ganhei no Dia das Mães atrasado, mas ela me deu. É um espelhinho de bom, deixa eu abrir e mostrar. Olha, que lindo. Deixa eu abrir. Ai, meu Deus. Amei. E agora vamos provar. Eu sou, tipo assim, viciada nesse brigadeiro dela. É simplesmente o melhor brigadeiro que eu já comi na minha vida.
Did you see it? In the reflection in the mirror, a pale face can be seen looking right at Melina, almost as if someone was standing right in front of her. After reviewing her video 2 days later, Melina is shocked. She posts the video to her TikTok in search of answers. The video goes viral, quickly gaining over 3 million views. Many stunned viewers wonder whether there's anything in front of her that could have been reflected in the mirror, like a TV. But Melina shows that in front of where she was sitting at the time, there's actually a backyard, not even a wall. She also says that her husband and son were His co-worker Tim claims that he's seen the bizarre figure many times before, or come with an uninvited guest attached. Crossing over. TikTok user Mutalu4256 is driving down a quiet road somewhere in Thailand at around 8 o'clock in the evening. Suddenly, well, just watch. A woman wearing a white dress appears out of nowhere, forcing the panicked driver to swerve around her. When brightening and slowing down the footage, things get even weirder. The eerie apparition seems to only partially appear, and then it just disappears altogether. So could this driver have captured evidence of the paranormal on his dash cam? You decide. Apartment tour gone wrong. A realtor from Ladson, South Carolina is giving a tour of a brand new luxury apartment to an interested couple. Then it goes terribly wrong.
It helps sometimes. So this is the oval. Yeah, that would help me actually. Yeah. Is that closet?
That's washer dryer hookups.
Yeah. Cool. Oh, sorry I kicked you. Do you like? There's a person in there. There's a person in there. Hello. That's okay.
The woman touring the apartment heads alone into the back bedroom and checks out the closet. But surprise, because there's just some weird dude hiding in there. Understandably, she kind of freaks out and runs out of the room and warns the others. The realtor is shocked, and after checking out the bedroom herself, she just says, okay, we're gonna go.
Do you like? There's a person in there. There's a person in here? Hello?
Now, it bears repeating that these are brand new luxury apartments in a guarded community, so it seems odd that a squatter could even get in there. But what would you do if you were touring an apartment and a guy just popped out of the closet? We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com while you are sleeping. It's 3 in the morning in Erie, Pennsylvania, and Jorge Cruz and his family are all fast asleep in bed. Suddenly, their bedroom door slams shut. Now, Jorge is woken up by the sound, but doesn't think much of it and goes back to sleep. But the next day, he begins to wonder what could have caused the door to slam. He checks their baby monitor footage, and what he finds makes his blood run cold. loud banging can be heard before the bedroom door slams shut. Then a dark shadow-like figure can be seen creeping up the bottom of the baby's crib, seemingly watching the child sleep. The dark mass seems to reach over toward the child, even moving around a stuffed animal. Then it simply disappears into thin air. Jorge says that he feels the entity might be a dark presence in his home. So did the family capture a paranormal entity on camera? Let me know what you think. Sick 'em, Blue. A woman and her dog are seriously freaked out when they notice a chair mysteriously rocking back and forth on her back patio.
Look, you guys, it rocks, but then it stops on its own when I come outside. Let's see if I could get it on camera. There's like no wind. That's I know, Blue, someone's there, huh? I know it, I know. I don't know why it does that. It does it every time, you guys. This is the third time. I can't believe I caught it on camera. Sick 'em, Blue. Creepy, right? Katie, I guess I do have a ghost, bitch. Get 'em, Blue. I'm shutting the door.
Little Shih Tzu puppy Blue anxiously barks and growls at the chair as it continues to rock back and forth all on its own. Now, unfortunately, the original source of this video was lost through the internet, almost like it was erased entirely. But many curious viewers of the video believe Blue can see or sense something that we can't. The viewers wonder whether the chair belonged to someone who might have passed away. But without a source, whatever happened next remains a mystery. Peeker. TikTok user Celeste Castro from the city of Culiacan, Mexico is home alone at 1 a.m. when she hears strange sounds coming from her living room.
No. No mames, no sé qué hacer ya, no sé qué hacer. No mames, güey, no mames, está abierta la puta puerta. Ay, no. Voy a cerrar la puerta. No hay nadie, o sea, no hay nadie. No hay nadie. Voy a cerrar la puerta y le voy a poner seguro porque la neta se supone, no hay nadie, literal, no hay nadie en plebes. O sea, no sé qué voy a hacer. Aquí voy a dejar el celular grabando aquí. A ver si capta algo. Porque la neta ya me harté de que estén pasando cosas y no sepa qué es. La voy a dejar grabando. Y me voy a ir al cuarto. Me da mucho miedo, please, me da mucho miedo ver lo que hay. No mames. Yo quiero saber lo que realmente pasó. No mames, no mames, no mames. No mames, no mames. No mames, güey, no mames. ¿Qué vergas es eso? ¿Qué vergas es eso? Me está dando miedo. Te lo juro que estoy temblando. ¡No! ¡No mames! ¡No mames! ¡No mames! ¡No mames! ¡No mames!
Celeste gets the scare of a lifetime when she sees something peek out from behind her kitchen refrigerator. That's about enough, and she just gets out of there. She spent the rest of the night at her cousin's house. To this day, Celeste claims that she has no idea what she captured on her phone that night. She says that nothing weird or out of the ordinary has happened at her house since then. But is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. a house with horrible history. Reddit user Octopus Funeral has been experiencing terrifying paranormal activity in his home in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. So the backstory on his house is that nearly 100 years ago, in 1925, a man suffered an extreme nervous breakdown and brutally ended the lives of his 2 young daughters before ending his own life. Now, almost a century later, Reddit user Octopus Funeral says he used to be a skeptic, but that all changed when he moved into this house. He says that strange unexplained events began to haunt his family. He says the paranormal encounters became more extreme and aggressive with every passing day in the house. One day, he's in the basement doing laundry, and he feels that something is just kind of off. He takes out his phone and starts to record. What happens next is downright creepy.
Like I was saying earlier, most of the stuff does happen down here. And I mean, you can't really... That's freaky stuff right there, man. Yep, that's what you call it. I hate that. Freaks me out, man. It's giving me goosebumps. Boy, here we go with the door again. Yeah, I don't like that. That's creepy. So that door always swings wide open and it stays open. It doesn't ever close, stay like that. Oh, there you go. Let go of it. Holy crap, that's freaky.
Reddit user Octopus Funeral says that the paranormal activity in the house freaked him out so much that he and his family eventually just moved out back in 2017. He says that since then, he didn't even want to think about that house. But only recently, he decided to transfer this video from his old phone to share with the paranormal community on Reddit. So is this old house in Philadelphia haunted by the tragic spirits who lost their lives there? You decide. Tick-tock. TikTok user Hevelista says he made the terrible mistake of fooling around with a Ouija board at his home in Germany. And, of course, it did not go well.
Leute, ich schwöre euch bei Gott, diese Tür von dieser Uhr, ne? Die ist eben einfach aufgegangen. Ich wollte mich gerade schlafen legen, auf einmal ist die aufgegangen. Die ganzen Tage ist die nicht aufgegangen und jetzt gerade hat die sich einfach geöffnet, Digga. Bro, ich kack mir in die Hose fast. Wenn hier irgendwas in diesem Raum ist, dann macht diese Tür auf. Wenn hier irgendein Geist oder so drin ist und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür auf. Bro, ich schwöre bei Gott, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter, hier ist keine Schnur oder so, nicht, dass ihr denkt, ich verarsche euch, Bruder. Guck mal. Guck mal. Hier ist keine Schnur, nix. Ich schwöre auf meine Mutter. Gar nix. Hilfe, Hilfe. Ich hab Gänsehaut. Gänsehaut, Bruder. Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Gänsehaut. Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Ich schwöre, meine Mutter, guck. Guck. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Das Ouija-Board ist genau hier. Ouija-Boards genau hier dran. Mein Herz ist am Rasen, Bruder. Mein Herz ist am Rasen. Mein Herz ist am Rasen.
The door of an antique clock hanging on the wall opens up by itself, after which the pendulum just drops right out of the clock's frame. TikTok user Hevelizda says that's about enough. And the very next day, he burns both the clock and the Ouija board. But this begs the question, what would you do? Would you just burn it all? Let me know. Really quick, I just wanted to mention that there was also a video posted last week, and I know I'm posting now a lot sooner than usual, so make sure you didn't miss last week's video. I really do appreciate you.
Con mi súper el ahorro entra por la cocina. También con la carne fresca. Yo la compro aquí.
Hell no.
A dead deer. It's a dead deer. I've been out here forever trying to get stuff done. This place is spooky. Is anybody out there? Hello? Right. Oh, hell no. Hell no. Hell no.
In the pitch black darkness of the tunnel with nothing but a flashlight, Levi suddenly hears the disturbing cries of a baby. Familiar with the spooky stories about the tunnel, Levi makes a run for it. So could these cries belong to the spirit of the baby that tragically passed away at the creepy old railroad tunnel? And is the ghost of the baby's mother also inside, just waiting for someone to come in?
Oh, hell no. Hell no.
The House of Light and Shadows. TikTok creator Anthony Yamada has dedicated his TikTok page to making videos about life in Japan and the available homes and real estate there. In one of his videos, Anthony is giving a tour through an affordable 4-bedroom home in Fukuoka City, Japan, when this happens.
Here's what $760 gets you in Fukuoka, Japan. Now today we have a classic Japanese home, starting with a very nice tatami room. This house will run you a monthly rent of 12만 yen. This 4-bedroom home is in a wonderful location. 3-minute walk away from a supermarket, electronics store, and convenience stores.
Did you see it? Well, Anthony didn't. But soon after he enters, a shadow can be seen moving around and standing behind a translucent Japanese-style wall. But when Anthony looks behind the wall, there's no one there. But Anthony didn't notice any of this until shocked viewers quickly flooded the comment section, wondering if the reasonable price of only $760 a month for a 4-bedroom home in a large popular city has anything to do with that. Some viewers even jokingly ask if the ghost is included with the house. Now, is this a Japanese ghost or not? And would you pay $760 a month to live with one? I'll leave that up to you to decide. Reber. TikTok user Jess is a certified nursing assistant. One night, she's working the late shift in the psychiatric unit at an old and allegedly haunted children's hospital in Maine. she spots something that sends a chill down her spine.
Okay, there's nobody here, right? Nobody here. What is that? Because it is not me. This is me leaving, closing the door. What is that? And here comes the door back opening. And nobody's there. But yet. Hi.
A dark human-like figure can be seen standing in front of Jess in the hospital hallway mirror. But there's no one there. A TikTok commenter points out that she might be seeing the image of a Reaper, there to collect someone to take their soul to the other side. Jess confirms that, strangely, one of her patients actually did pass away the following day. It's worth mentioning that Nurse Jess has never posted any paranormal content on her TikTok and has only ever shared videos about her life and experiences working as a certified nursing assistant. So could this be a Reaper caught on camera? You decide.
Suspects in custody.
Wow. Martín, ¿y ahora qué hacemos?
¿Ahora qué? A ver, papá se tiene que cambiar de coche. Si buscabas una excusa para cambiar de coche, la has encontrado. Porque Modrive tiene los mejores y además te los venden tipos tan majos como José Luis. Fermín. Y con la confianza de Marcos Automoción.
Down below, crafter Maura Johnson from Huntington Beach, California is packing for a trip to sell her handmade goods at a Las Vegas trade show. Suddenly, she and her business partner hear something downright creepy coming from somewhere just below their feet.
We're trying to deal with this. I have had not enough coffee to deal with this. Honestly, this is coming from the dream. Okay. That's some creepy word. Do you hear it? Where is that? Who is that? What the f is going on around here?
When my biz partner decides to join the siren call.
Obnoxious as hell.
Maura and her business partner hear creepy sounds and what can only be described as singing coming from the sewer drain. The time of this recording is at 5:45 in the morning, so it makes no sense that anyone would be down in the sewer that early, much less singing. Now, Maura is in no way claiming that she captured anything otherworldly. In fact, none of her videos on her TikTok page have anything to do with the paranormal at all. Maura simply posted this one creepy, unexplained moment that she experienced. So, just what is this? And who or what is down in the sewer singing at 5:45 in the morning? For now, this eerie capture remains unexplained. We need scary videos, so if you see something scary that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to me at nukestop5@gmail.com. A room with a view. Ever since they moved into their new apartment, Joey Chalupny and his family have been experiencing strange, unexplained activity. Their furniture and belongings seem to inexplicably move on their own. Their infant son's toys turn on and off at random, and they often hear the sound of doors and cabinets opening and closing on their own. So on this particular day, Joey suddenly hears something very odd coming from his son's bedroom. He is determined to capture evidence of the supernatural activity in the apartment, so he takes out his phone and begins to record. What he captures is truly chilling.
So me and my wife have been living in this apartment for about 6 months now. For the past 2 weeks, some weird things have been happening in our son's room. So I wasn't gonna record, but I actually came here to feed the cats. We have 2 cats. So I came over to feed them, and I noticed that in his room, my son's room back here, there's one of my cats, I can hear his toy being played. And it was not on before. It is playing right now. And I don't know why it's playing right now. I didn't leave it on. But even if I did leave it on, like I'll turn it off. Even if I did turn it on, it wouldn't automatically play. You'd have to, even if I brush over the keys, it doesn't really go. So you'd have to really press the button and make it go. And it was not on, and it turned on, and I could hear it. And that's why I started recording. And now that I'm looking around, I was like, there's stuff knocked over. There's plants knocked over. There's fake plants knocked over. There's books on the ground. The wipes are on the floor. I don't know what is going on. And there is no one here. I am here by myself. There's nothing here. Do you see that? Am I insane? Am I insane? Someone just walked by the window. And I will go out there and show you that no one is here. This door is locked. This is the door you're just looking at. This door is locked. There's nothing out here. Nothing out here. There's a closet door. This is also locked. I don't think we've ever opened that door. It's always been locked. Just the weirdest things are happening. Weirdest things are happening.
An electronic toy turns on by itself, and as Joey looks around the room, a strange shadow can be seen passing by the balcony window. Joey shows that there's no one outside and that there's nowhere for anyone to hide. In fact, this window is on an enclosed balcony 12 feet off the ground. It would basically be impossible for anyone to climb up, walk by this window, and then just disappear by the time Joey rushed outside. Later that evening, Joey receives a motion notification from the nanny cam in his son's room. He checks the feed and is shocked by what he finds.
If you look really closely, the rocking chair starts to move. It's in the corner. You can see it's very slight, but you can see the shadow kind of moving. It's rocking on its own. There's no one there. Everyone is at my mom's house right now. Everyone's at my mom's house. And then the wipes fly off the dresser. And then the hamper. The baby's hamper falls over. Like, what is going on? No one's there. What is happening?
A rocking chair sitting in the corner of his son's bedroom begins to rock back and forth by itself, almost as if someone is sitting in it. Then some baby wipes fly off the dresser and a hamper falls over onto the floor. Joey says that the family has already made plans to move to another apartment, and until then, they will be staying at his mother's house. Scary videos. Jason Barber from Salisbury, North Carolina comes home from work and he gets the unexpected scare of a lifetime. A big angry snake is hiding around the edges of Jason's front door and lunges out in an attempt to bite him. Luckily for Jason, the bite was a miss and the snake is actually a non-poisonous black rat snake. But something to be learned from this. If you walk up and your cat is just staring at the door and meowing for no reason, maybe take a closer look before you just head in. In another clip, a man and woman have a similar scary encounter. The couple pulls out an old step stool and is shocked to find a large snake hiding under a box right in front of it. They make a run for it with their puppy following close behind. But the puppy is not gonna let the snake have his toy. So he just runs back in and yoinks it away. Snake or not, nothing is getting his favorite toy.
Bien pensado, bien hecho, bien jugado. Cuando juegas a las loterías de la 11 ganas más que un premio. Ganas mejorar la vida de miles de personas con discapacidad.
game changer. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Christopher Duncan emailed us some creepy CCTV footage captured at a small church in rural Mississippi. The CCTV camera is recording the playroom of the church's, quote, youth group when something happens that no one at the church can explain.
Watch, John. Are you watching this thing? It's not moving. No. Oh, no. Watch. Watch, John. Watch.
That hurts so bad.
Nobody listens to me. There's ghosts in here. Nobody listens to me.
Watch it.
It's about to go crazy and break.
Oh.
It's still moving! It's still moving, y'all! It's still moving! It's still moving!
If it floats in the air and goes for the top, you'll freak out. It just moves. It's so good.
A pool stick on the floor of the church playroom can be seen rolling around, shaking, and vibrating all on its own before it just snaps right in half. Chris says that the kids in the room were so busy and loud that they didn't even notice the creepy event. But after playtime, church officials found the broken pool stick on the floor and went back to check the CCTV footage to find out just who did it. They were pretty shocked to see that the pool stick seemed to just break on its own. Chris says the church is known to be haunted and that there have been many other incidents of paranormal activity over the last 20 years. So could this be the work of an angry spirit or an aggressive entity? And why at a church? Let me know what you think. Strange noises from the toilet. This next video was posted to the Nuke's Top 5 subreddit, and I really appreciate all my subreddit followers, so I'm just gonna repeat what someone on there wrote that I should say about this video. Reddit user Minato caught something really odd on his home camera while pooping. So user Minato is actually a guy named Dustin, and he apparently has an extensive collection of bongs. But never mind that. Let's just analyze what Dustin heard while dropping the kids off at the pool.
Hello?
A soft female voice can be heard calling out, "Dustin?"
Hello?
Now Dustin is home alone, but he says the voice was so clear that he thought a stranger was standing right outside his bathroom door. Even creepier, Dustin's two dogs seem to be anxiously looking around the living room, almost as if they can see something that we can't. So did Dustin capture, quote, something really odd on his home camera while pooping? And just how many bongs does one fellow need? Dustin, you can answer these questions and more down in the comments.
Hello?
Melville Cemetery. A Nuke's Top 5 viewer and YouTuber who goes by the name Wishy reached out to us about a live stream from the allegedly haunted Melville Cemetery in Melville, New York. Wishy says that his friend Brian went out to broadcast a Ouija board session live from the Melville Cemetery while his friends watched and talked to him on Discord. Now, the Melville Cemetery is located on Sweet Hollow Road, a road that has many tragic and ghostly legends attached to it. One such legend is that a school bus driver lost control and drove off the bridge crossing Sweet Hollow Road. All of the school children on the bus met a tragic fate. Another legend says that 3 boys took their own lives by hanging themselves from that very same Sweet Hollow Bridge. So it goes without saying that Sweet Hollow Road and the cemetery are said to be extremely haunted. Brian is on a Discord call with his friends, who you'll hear in the background, and he is streaming live as he decides to do a Ouija board session just outside the gate of the Melville Cemetery. Things start to go wrong, and what happens next is truly terrifying.
Yo, that's moving. Yo, oh my god, look up.
Why is it going to no?
It said no?
It said no.
Be like, yo, the camera's moving. Yo, bro, the camera's moving.
Bro, I'm leaving, bro. Yo, I'm leaving. Was it you that moved the camera? Bro, the fucking car is going off, bro. 4K. Yo! Bro.
Understandably, Brian is a little freaked out, but he manages to stay calm, reposition his camera, and continue his live stream.
Are there any spirits here that would like to talk to me? Bro, I didn't even ask it.
That's insane, dude.
Was that you that just turned on the alarm?
Okay?
Yes. Bro. I left the keys over. I'm panicking, bro. Where the f are the keys?
Brian is a little freaked out, but his friends keep telling him that he needs to go and say goodbye using the Ouija board. You see, in the paranormal community, not signing off by saying goodbye at the end of a session is considered to be a horrible mistake and is said to invite the contacted spirit to remain attached to the Ouija board user. So, Brian goes back. And this is when shit goes sideways.
I took the lights and everything. Bro. Oh my f***ing God, bro. Bro, the board went in.
Get the phone, get your phone. Get out there, bro. Oh my God, I saw that. We caught that on camera.
I'm leaving, bro.
Yo, get the out of here. Get the out.
I'm leaving.
Get the out.
The Ouija board suddenly slides across the pavement to the other side of the locked gate, right into Melville Cemetery. Brian starts to leave, but after everything that has happened, he again begins to worry that he didn't say goodbye after using the Ouija board. So, Brian goes back again. He plans to jump the fence and retrieve the board.
I'm jumping the fence, bro. I'm jumping the fence. Bro. Bro, Chris, look at the stream.
Oh my God, bro.
There's a big fire in there.
There's a fire?
There's a fire.
Get out of there, run. Yo, get out of there. I'm not gonna get out of here.
Bro, what is burning though?
A fire can be seen burning on the road inside the cemetery. Even though his friends advise him to just leave, Brian once again feels that he should definitely try to retrieve that board to say goodbye.
You didn't see it? No. Oh, you had to be so No, I wasn't on my phone. I was looking at oh shit. Look,
bro.
Show the fire. Is this the board? Bro, there was literally a fire. This is the board.
Bro, I'm jumping.
Earlier today, you did your blessings, you did your prayers.
Bro,
that,
it's literally graves.
Don't worry. What if it's like a graveyard watch or something?
No, it's not. Bro, I see it. Yo, it's the board. It's the board and the planchette.
No, with the planchette.
Oh my god. Bro, I'm not touching it.
Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Try to say goodbye. Oh my, the board is burnt. Oh my god. The board is burnt. Oh, sir, I don't know the board. That was the board. That was the f***ing board.
So do I just say goodbye?
Oh my god. Oh my god, bro.
Goodbye.
Say goodbye. Just say goodbye. Try again. Say goodbye.
I did.
Brian is finally able to say goodbye on the Ouija board, and he just gets out of there. But is it real? Or is it all just a very elaborate live stream hoax? I leave that up to you to decide. You can see even more of this scary live Ouija board session over on the YouTube channel, I'm Wishy. Drawn out. Tattoo artist Liz Cruz is working on a customer's tattoo in her home studio in Erie, Pennsylvania. Things suddenly take a very disturbing turn.
I'm just like adjusting the needle a little bit, and we'll let that stencil dry for a couple so it doesn't rub off. This one's going to be better than black. Just that heart reading. Yeah, definitely. I think that would look really cute, like especially like if I like blend it in, I like blend it together. What's wrong? What happened? The table just moved. What the f*** you mean the table just moved? In the name of Jesus, leave us the f*** alone. What do you mean? I swear to God. Hell no!
The table with Liz's tattoo supplies suddenly rolls away from her all by itself. Liz and her customer are a bit freaked out, but try to remain calm. But then a chair lurches out from a table nearby, and the two have had about enough. They get up and just make a run for it. Tattoo artist Liz says that she has no idea what happened to them that day, but she believes that they might have experienced something, quote, far beyond the ordinary. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and even TikTok. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Hola, soy Clara Jiménez Cruz y vengo a hablarte sobre cómo evitar las fake news.
Factory worker Kama Kaylee recently moved from his home country of Greenland to live and work in Denmark. But little did he know that the apartment he moved into had a horribly dark past. Urban explorers from the YouTube channel Urbex Castronautica visit the historic La Plata Cemetery in Buenos Aires, Argentina. The cemetery was built in 1886 and is the final resting place of many notable figures. But while wandering through the huge cemetery's 12,000 tombs and vaults, the guys stumble upon a crypt that has been vandalized. Their camera captures something downright chilling.
Están re abandonados, boludo.
Como la lógica, y lo usan como los jaulones, viste, que hacen los panales. No sé, la abeja se confunde y hace algo similar en ese lugar. Miren esto, loco. No. Miren lo que es esto. What the...
Did you see it? No? Well, neither did the guys who filmed it. You see, after posting this video to YouTube, their sharp-eyed viewers were freaked out when they noticed a creepy little pale hand pulling back into an open coffin. Now, it happened so quick that it's hard to see without brightening the footage and analyzing it frame by frame. But when the footage is converted to a negative image, the spooky little hand is a bit easier to see. Now, it's very unlikely that anyone could have crawled into that coffin to fake this. This crypt is very old and unstable, and it would be very dangerous for someone to just climb inside. So did this group of urban explorers accidentally capture proof of the paranormal? Well, as usual, you decide. You can watch this entire video over on the YouTube channel, Urbex Castronautica. Trapped. In this next video, a man is taking a short video of a car that he's planning to sell. The vehicle belonged to his sister, who tragically passed away right inside the car over a year and a half ago. After sending the footage to a potential buyer, he gets an alarming message saying he should really check the video closer.
Hey man, here's my sister's car. Just wanted to make this video so you can have a look at it. She still runs good. She's a little dirty. She has a lot of miles on her, but it can clean up nice. Here's the front and a little back. Here's some of the back. But I don't know, if you're interested, just let me know what you think.
Throughout the footage, the faint sound of a woman crying can be heard. The video was shared online by Dee's Dark Adventures and quickly gained nearly 500,000 views. In the video comments, many concerned viewers believe that the voice belongs to the spirit of the man's sister who passed away inside the car, and that her soul is still trapped, unable to move on. Motorcycle mystery. In the city of Cagayan de Oro in the Philippines, a motorcycle rider is driving down a busy road that is notorious for being the site of many fatal accidents. He is about to experience something that is truly bizarre. Someone appears to jump right into the motorcycle's path, but when the rider looks back, there's no one there. But it gets even weirder, because the motorcycle rider claims that whoever this was, they didn't appear to have a face, only a strange dark blur. Now, many locals believe that the rider saw the ghost of someone who passed away on the dangerous road. But if this wasn't anything supernatural, then just what happened here? Let me know what you think.
Ay. ¿Cómo vas tú?
Open house. Reddit user/realtor Sandra is recording a tour of a 1960s bungalow-style home to show prospective buyers. Sandra's filming at night in order to showcase the house's interior lighting. But it's starting to get a bit late at the creepy little cottage, and things are about to get weird.
Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this beautiful vintage 1962. Wow, it's 10 p.m. and my day was fully booked with showings of this vintage 1963 bungalow. Go ahead, do it again. You're on camera. Open this door. open this door. Open this door like you did the other one. Come on, just move the glass or something. Go ahead, do it again. I'm not scared.
A door suddenly swings open on its own and Sandra is spooked. But she gathers her courage and rushes out to see what's going on. A glass of water sitting on top of the fireplace shifts and slowly moves as if it's being pushed by some invisible force. But things get even crazier as a smoke detector suddenly starts to beep before crashing violently to the floor. With that, Sandra has had enough and just gets out of there. But there's also something else that is very creepy in this video. Something that only a few viewers even notice. So again I ask, did you see it? Right before the door moves, a face in the picture right beside Sandra seems to slowly darken. And then the creepy little shadow fades away just as the door swings open. Sandra says that she's experienced several unexplained paranormal events in this home, but this was the first time that she finally captured it on camera.
¿Sabes que facturar con Excel y Word es cosa del pasado? ¿Y eso de modificar las facturas?
We need scary videos. So if you see a scary video that you think would be great on the top 5, email us at nukestop5@gmail.com. Flickr. Reddit user Sib says that his mother is taking care of a young foster child at her home in England. One night, a TV is playing a cartoon in the child's bedroom, but the flickering light from the screen reveals something that the Reddit user and his mom simply can't explain. Something that is downright creepy. Someone seems to be seated in the chair. A small pale face illuminates in the flashing light from the TV screen. Then the face just disappears. Reddit user Sib wonders if his mother's security camera accidentally captured a paranormal presence. But what do you think this is? The Fond du Lac UFO. Around 2 a.m., Florissa Bonnet and her family friends are driving home to Fond du Lac, Saskatchewan, Canada. Suddenly, Florissa spots something very odd in the night sky.
It looks like a UFO, right? That's a UFO. Christian. It's just staying right there. Look, it's just above there. Are you recording it? Yeah. That's a UFO! You can just see it! Well, hide, you know. Bro, you can just see it. It's like the round. Just keep recording it. It's only on YouTube. It won't expire.
Everyone is shocked as they witness a strange circular object with flashing lights soaring through the sky. Florissa's mother posted the video to Facebook, and friends and local residents immediately began to respond that they too have seen the strange UFO. Eyewitness reports in the thread go all the way back to January 1990. So just what could this mysterious flying object be? Let me know what you think down in the comments. Follower. Nick Perry says that late one night he was driving down the allegedly haunted Dyers Lane Road in Roseville, California. He says that he saw an ominous dark shadow figure appear in the middle of the road. Nick believes that this dark entity followed him home and says that he now experiences terrifying paranormal activity. So back in 2022, I shared Nick's story on Nuke's Top 5, along with some of the scary footage that he had captured. Now, in the last 2 years since those videos were recorded, Nick Perry has moved to a new house in a new city, but he believes that the dark entity has followed him.
I just got home, and as I was walking in, I heard some banging noises in here. So that's why I'm setting up the camera right now to find out, what the it is. Max, shut up! Ain't nobody here. Now I'm up against the fucking wall.
Nick decides to leave several cameras recording when he's away from home. When he reviews his footage, he is shocked. Nick says that he's reached out to several churches and religious authorities, but no one has helped him. As of today, Nick says that he continues to experience paranormal events in and around his home. He shares his dark experiences over on his YouTube channel. Mimic. Leandro from Buenos Aires, Argentina says that he began to experience strange, unexplained events only weeks after moving into his new home. He says that he would often discover that many of his belongings had been inexplicably moved into the house's bathroom. Leandro installed a security camera to see what's been going on. But late one night, he captures something more than he bargained for.
¡Sos hijo de puta!
Leandro is completely unnerved by the strange paranormal experience. He decides to check into the history of his new home for answers. He is horrified when he discovers that in the 1950s, a family of 4 passed away in a tragic fire on the very same land where his house now sits. Another night, and Leandro has his friend Daniel over. And once again, shit goes sideways. A mysterious white figure can be seen passing by the window just outside Leandro's home. Then the items sitting on the nightstand get launched into the air by an invisible force. and Leandro and his friend Daniel jump up in shock. And now, this is when things get really strange. Because Leandro claims that after this incident, the spirit of his friend Daniel's voice.
Son las 3 de la mañana de nuevo. Y esto es lo que yo, con lo que yo convivo desde hace meses. Con esto yo convivo hace meses. Siempre que grabo. Vos no sos Daniel. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Vos no sos Daniel, esa no es tu voz. Daniel se fue hace meses del país. Vos no sos Daniel. Si querés lastimarme, salí y lastimame ahora. Ya. Déjame de joder. Déjame de joder. Yo así no puedo vivir. Ya no puedo vivir así. Ya no puedo vivir. ¿Qué es eso? Yo no tengo más miedo. No tengo más miedo. No, yo así no puedo vivir. Así no puedo seguir.
Leandro says that he's had more than enough of the strange supernatural activity in his new home. But is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Footprints. A woman named Kat lives in a remote area near the woods in Pennsylvania. One freezing cold morning around 4 a.m., Kat wakes up to find a light dusting of snow covering the ground outside. But then she notices something just outside her back door. Something truly disturbing.
Good morning, guys. It is literally 5 a.m. and I opened the back door to put some dry food out for the stray kitties. And there are people feet printed all over my deck in the snow. Do you see this? They start over there. And it like barefoot walks up to the table. There's nothing coming up to the... Maybe there is some coming up to the door. What? And I don't see any in the yard. What is this? I see them kind of coming out of the flower bed. They stop there. I thought maybe they would have walked off through that flower bed, but I don't see anything there. It's like one straight line from out in the yard up to the door, turned around towards the table, and then just stopped moving. That one has like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 toes.
No one has been reported missing or lost, and there have been no reports of trespassers or break-ins in the area. Kat is concerned, but she's done all she can, and she just lets it go. But almost 2 weeks later, the mysterious footprints are back.
Okay, morning footprint update. Let me show you. This is the first time we've had snow since the initial footprint sighting. Do you see that? They're barefoot again. They're in a different spot than... Look at my shadow. So those prints are in a different spot than when we had prints before. Let's go downstairs. It is 7 o'clock. I've been up since 4:30. I didn't look outside. I just came up here and then I opened the window to see if any of the stray cats were coming up to the door yet because I didn't feed them yet. Stay right along the side so I don't interfere. Those are definitely very bare human feet, but there are not 6 toes on these that I can tell. I don't know. No, those are very clear toes right there. So the house next door has nobody living in it, so I'm not sure why the prints would be coming from that deck. Happy New Year.
Kat purchased 2 security cameras to monitor the outside of her home, but the mysterious barefoot stranger hasn't returned. Yet. So could this be something supernatural? Or is it something even scarier? a real person creeping around Kat's house in the middle of the night.
Ser el sujetabelas no es el fin. Si hay pizza y bebida sin fin. En Telepizza, toda la pizza y bebida que quieras por solo $7.45. Viva la masa. Telepizza.
I have more of a more casual styled interviewing, but it is like, I want to get to know you, I want to understand you. And I do believe with AI, like, I think that's the big concern is like, are we gonna, we're gonna automate the SDRs out of the equation. Humans still at the end of the day want to buy from humans. Like, people want to deal with, with people.
Heads up, popular Chinese ghost hunter Xiaolong is back, this time investigating an abandoned school in China that is said to be extremely haunted. As his livestream audience watches, Xiaolong begins to hear unexplained noises from somewhere in the building. He's a little on edge as he goes to check out the strange sounds. What happens next is... just watch.
听见没？开回音呢。
Xiaolong gets the fright of his life because of a plastic statue head. But luckily, Xiaolong delivers a good old-fashioned slap upside the head to put that statue back in line. But things are about to get a bit more serious and a bit more frightening. As Xiaolong explores deeper into the haunted school, this happens.
I 叫你玩儿，操你妈！我叫你玩儿。我操！我操！我去你妈！
A small ball inside a classroom rolls across the floor by itself, so Xiaolong chucks it out a window. But then the lights hanging from the ceiling come crashing down, almost hitting Xiaolong. Now luckily the ghost hunter made it out safe, but he's not done just yet. Inside one of the school's many rooms, he finds a dirty old mirror. And this is when his exploration takes a terrifying turn.
我操！我操你妈！你妈了个逼！我操你妈呀！哎！操你妈！你哪里来了？我操！
In the mirror's reflection, someone can be seen standing behind Xiaolong, but when he swings around in terror, there's no one there. After an attempt at kicking and flailing at the invisible entity, Xiaolong finds that the reflection of the figure has disappeared. But now he spots a shadowy face peeking in from a window, and a heavy closet comes crashing down right in front of him. The activity is becoming a little too intense, so Xiaolong decides to leave and ends his live stream. You can see even more terrifying moments from this ghost hunt over on the YouTube channel, Outdoor Xiaolong.
Así de rápido descubres cuánto vale tu coche en compramostucoche.es. Te lo enseño.
¿Antonio Lobato?
¿Quieres saber cuánto vale tu coche?
Claro.
En compramostucoche.es consigues la mejor oferta. Fácil, rápido, online. Mi recomendación, consigue ahora tu oferta en compramostucoche.es.
Estás de coña. ¿Por qué?
Paranormal enthusiast James White has a very spooky business. He professionally arranges and hosts seances in allegedly haunted and abandoned buildings in Toronto, Canada. James is hosting a seance at the historic Lambton House with a group of curious participants. The Lambton House is a former inn that was built in 1860, and it is said to be extremely haunted. Now James White and his group are about to witness something absolutely terrifying.
No, she's breaking my hand right now. It's the doctor's one. Okay. So Norman, someone in this room is trying to harm you? Is it a person? If so, give me a sign. Are they in this room? Is it a male? Oh my God! Do not run inside. They hold him back. He his chair to backward. Why did you chair to back? I did not move it. Oh, something just pulled. Yeah. Keep your hands together. Keep your hands together. We grabbed him as soon as he fell back. Do not break. Okay, really? It did break when he fell though, because he went that far back. Okay, so did somebody actually pull your chair? Yeah, like he tipped backwards. Yeah. Somebody pulled your chair? Yes.
While in the middle of a seance, one participant is forcefully yanked backwards out of his chair by an unseen force.
Is it a male?
The door behind me was open, and I had my partner sitting beside me, and we had the door, like the door was open behind us, and we thought we heard something back there, but nothing was there, so we turned, and I looked, and I saw nothing, so I turned my head back
towards the group, like the circle, and we're all holding hands. And then all of a sudden, I just felt like this force just come and pull me back, and it was like aggressive. It wasn't like calm, it was aggressive, like it was trying to kill me or something. I don't even know. My feet were like flat on the ground. I wasn't moving. I was holding hands with the people beside me, and it just pulled me. And it like felt like someone was coming up behind me, like standing up behind me as I'm sitting in the chair, and like taking my shoulders and like pulling me towards the mirror. It was crazy.
Fellow participants and eyewitnesses from the seance took to Instagram to share their stories about the incident. One seance witness had this to say about the strange event. I sat across from him when this happened, and it was fantastic to see. Another witness says, I was there. Another epic seance with @JamesWhite Seance. So did James White capture evidence of an unknown entity aggressively grabbing an innocent visitor at the Lambton house? I leave it up to you to decide.
Is it a male?
Scream. YouTube channel D's Dark Adventures says that an anonymous fan emailed her about a very creepy experience he had while driving home late one night. The dash cam video shows the man driving down an isolated country road in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, he spots something that makes his blood run cold.
Excuse me, you need help? What the?
The driver suddenly spots a woman walking all by herself in the middle of the night. As he gets closer, he is horrified when he sees that the woman is covered in blood. Worried for her safety, he rolls down his window and asks her if she needs help.
Excuse me, you need help?
After which, she lets out a blood-curdling scream.
What the?
At this point, the man notices that the woman appears to have no eyes, only black sockets. Terrified by her reaction and appearance, the driver quickly just gets out of there. He says that he called the police, but they never found this mysterious woman. So just what do you think is going on here? And what would you do in this same situation?
What the?
The Woman in White. Nuke's Top 5 viewer and paranormal investigator Mark Reyes emailed me about a video that he captured with his family while on a ghost hunt at the Evangelical Spiritual Church in Cicero, Illinois. The church was once used as a funeral home and is said to be extremely haunted. It's the middle of the night and Rick and his family are investigating the church when suddenly their EMF meter detects something that they can't see. What happens next is truly chilling.
Are you afraid?
That room over there is scary. Have you seen it? This one, come here. This one. This is a private office.
So you can't go in there.
No, I'm saying that it's open because we could.
So you can't go in there. So you can't go in there.
Did you see it? A woman who seems to be wearing a white gown can be seen standing behind the family on the far side of the church. Ricky says that his daughter felt a presence as she looked back, but that none of them actually saw the mysterious woman at the time. It wasn't until they returned home that they discovered what they had captured. So could this eerie figure possibly be the spirit of one of the people who passed through the funeral home? Let me know what you think. We need scary videos, so if you see something that you think would be perfect for the top 5, send it to us at nukestop5@gmail.com. the burial mounds. Paranormal investigator Ian from the YouTube channel Midwest Ghost Hunter is back with another investigation, this time at the mysterious Native American burial mounds at the Crow Wing River in Minnesota. Many people claim to have experienced terrifying paranormal activity at the burial mounds. Some have heard the strange sound of phantom drums and disembodied voices, and some visitors even claim that they have seen glowing apparitions at the site. Curious about the claims, Ian decides to do an overnight investigation in the hopes of capturing paranormal evidence. Things quickly take a very creepy turn as Ian searches for one of the burial mounds.
Bien pensado, bien hecho, bien jugado. Cuando juegas a las loterías de la 11 ganas más que un premio. Ganas mejorar la vida de miles de personas con discapacidad.
Man, walking through these woods, I feel like anything could just pop out at me right now. Like, from anywhere. Bears, Bigfoot, ghosts, anything. Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm gonna try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me. Honestly, I don't even like walking backwards because I don't know what's ahead of me. Is there somebody out here with me? Oh my God! Holy shit! That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice from thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there. Hello?
Ian hears footsteps following him. Then he hears a loud, indiscernible voice. He's now a little freaked out, but he continues his search until he finally finds one of the Native American burial mounds. What happens next is truly disturbing.
All right, here's mound number 2. I'm actually not going to say anything this time. I'm actually just going to listen. Oh my God, I'm hearing all kinds of things over here. It sounds like voices, but they're so faint.
A female voice can be heard speaking almost as if someone at the burial mound is having a long, involved conversation. But it's something else that really spooks Ian as he explores the Crow Wing River's edge. Something truly terrifying.
Even though there's not much going on right now, it's a lot of fun just being out here. Out in the wilderness. Even though it's dark, I can barely see 10 feet ahead of me. Holy shit. Just when I said it was fun being out here. Pretty sure that was a goose back there, splashing in the water.
Of all things, Ian's biggest scare so far comes from the sudden sound of a honking goose.
Holy shit.
Eventually, Ian finds another burial mound. Now, Ian knows that he might not be able to communicate in English with the spirits of the Native Americans buried there. So, he decides to just listen. What happens next is truly bizarre.
I just heard talking. It sounded like a male voice. Could you speak again? Oh my god! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face! Oh my god, I cannot believe that! Dude, his face just appeared right there! Right there! Oh my god, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen! It's one thing to see a light, a mist, even a shadow, but a face? A face! It looked like a man, too. It looked like a Native American man.
Ian hears another low voice speaking from somewhere nearby.
Convierte todo lo que te gusta disfrutar en algo único con vinos de Jerez y haz que el sabor de cada...
A pale face then quickly appears and disappears from right out of the darkness. Ian is shocked by what he has captured and deems his paranormal investigation a huge success. So did Ian capture the voices and face of lingering Native American spirits buried at the Crow Wing River? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire investigation and many more spooky adventures over on the YouTube channel, Midwest Ghost Hunter, the Sanhaven Sanatorium. Nuke's Top 5 viewer Ricky and his sister Vicky set out to explore the old abandoned Sanhaven Sanatorium near Dunseith, North Dakota. The sanatorium was built in 1912 as a treatment center for patients suffering from tuberculosis. Many of these patients did not survive. They passed away inside the walls of the Sanhaven Sanatorium. In the 1960s, the hospital became a treatment center for the mentally impaired. However, it was eventually closed in 1987 after many reports of patient mistreatment and neglect. The Sanhaven Sanatorium is now known as a paranormal hotspot, and to this day, those with an interest in the supernatural travel to the hospital to explore, hoping to experience paranormal activity. So, Ricky and his sister are carefully exploring the creepy old decaying building. They experience something downright creepy.
No, I thought it was a morgue. Oh, come on, let me have that.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh, that's creepy as
Yeah, this building's getting pretty bad. Is that you? That wasn't you, was it?
No.
Sounds like someone's upstairs. There's someone upstairs. There's someone upstairs.
I hope so.
Hello? Hello? Where are you at?
Now, it should be noted that this odd event can't be explained away as simply water rattling around in the building's old rusty pipes. In fact, if you look closely, this isn't even a water pipe at all. It's actually a piece of old metal electrical conduit that has been cut in half. Nevertheless, it moves and rattles as if shaken by some unknown force. Ricky and his sister are a bit freaked out and worried that they might not be alone in the sanatorium. However, even if there was someone else upstairs, it would be impossible for that person to even reach this metal conduit to make it move. So this creepy capture remains a mystery.
Is that you? Holy
The thing down the hall. A group of friends from Madrid, Spain are hanging out when they suddenly hear strange sounds coming from the bathroom down the hall.
¿Están escuchando? Soy yo. Se están escuchando mazo de ruidos, tú. Eso viene del baño.
No vayas, estás loco,
Mano.
¿Qué es lo que quiere que vayas? Venga, poco.
Una polla. Una polla.
No.
Ocho, para.
Valentina, hermano, ¿qué haces? ¿Estás loco?
Se está escuchando.
Escúchame. Pon el internet ahí, hermano.
¿Hola?
Una polla. Hermano, esto es mal rollo,
¿Hay alguien ahí?
No.
Hermano.
Tira. Vamos a ver lo que es.
Hermano, no.
Vamos a ver, acércate un poco más. Tira. Asoma la cámara. Acércate lo que hay, Vale, ahí no hay nada. Nada ahí. ¡Hostia puta!
¡Corre, hermano! ¡Corre! What the
The guys are hesitant to look inside the bathroom, but when they do, something horrifying can be seen staring back at them. User Ain Holval shares the video to TikTok with the caption, "What the hell was in my bathroom?" Now, it's certainly very creepy, but is it real? Or is it all just an elaborate TikTok hoax? You decide.
Vale, ahí no hay nada. Nada ahí.
¡Hostia puta! ¡Corre, hermano! ¡Corre! What the Genuine intrigue. New homeowner and Reddit user Genuine Intrigue has been finding evidence that some kind of animal has been walking around his backyard late at night. Curious to see what kind of animal it might be, he decides to look through the footage recorded by his motion detecting security camera. But what he finds sends a chill down his spine.
Hola y bienvenidos a un nuevo episodio de Parkside DIY.
During a soft rain, a translucent figure seems to slowly walk through the backyard. Reddit user Genuine Intrigue has no explanation for this bizarre capture. But what do you think this is? Holton Avenue. Popular urban explorer Chris Hill from the YouTube channel Urbex Hill sets out to explore Holton Avenue, an entirely abandoned street in Cleveland, Ohio. Now, it's unknown why the street was left abandoned, other than it sits in an incredibly dangerous neighborhood. Multiple bodies have been found on this street, and each of the deceased met their end under mysterious and horrifying circumstances. So, dragging around his balls of steel, Chris Hill makes it his mission to record and document the abandoned buildings on Holton Avenue before they are demolished. In the middle of the night, Chris begins his exploration at the abandoned First Hungarian Baptist Church. He soon realizes that he might have made a huge mistake.
I could have swore I heard something. I think that's an animal. That's weird. What's upstairs?
As Chris is exploring the basement, he hears strange noises, but can't identify the source. Then a door above him on the ground floor just slams shut. Chris quickly makes his way upstairs to investigate, and what happens next is downright creepy.
somebody outside.
Chris finds nothing and no one to explain why the door slammed shut. But when reviewing his footage at home, he realizes that he captured more than he thought. A 4K static camera that he placed inside the church's chapel reveals that something seems to move towards the door just before it slams shut. Another static camera shows something pale and translucent moving around the pews while Chris is in the room. But that's not all that Chris captured that night, because after a thorough walkthrough of the church, Chris decides to check out one of the abandoned houses on Holton Avenue. It did not go well.
This is sketchy. This cannot be safe. Hope I don't find a body down here. It actually looks like it's just underneath the house. It's not really a basement. Still creepy. Sorry. I didn't know nobody lived there.
While checking out the house's basement, Chris hears movement on the floor above him. Freaked out by the sound, he quickly starts making his way out of there. But there's someone inside with him, peeking out from behind a curtain. The man seems to be living in the abandoned home. Chris knows the horrifying stories of the people who met a tragic end on Holton Avenue, so he quickly just gets out of the house. And with that, Chris has had about enough. He decides to just head home. Now, for obvious reasons, I advise everyone watching this to just stay away from Holton Avenue. But if you want to see more of Chris's explorations, you can find them all on his YouTube channel, Urbex Hill. Freefall. TikTok user Jalen Rich is hanging out with a friend on the boardwalk in Santa Cruz, California a little after closing time. Something happens that freaks them both out.
Okay, but the boardwalk closed like half an hour ago.
This is scary.
Where the Okay, I'm really bad at this. No one's on there. Is there?
Okay, I totally saw someone with a camera.
Someone appears to be seated on the Santa Cruz Boardwalk freefall ride, even though the ride is supposed to be closed. But then, whoever or whatever it is seems to disappear into thin air. Jalen explains that both she and her friend saw someone sitting on the ride and have no idea how to explain what happened. Now, the Santa Cruz Boardwalk opened in 1907 and has seen at least 3 confirmed fatal accidents over the last 116 years. One rumor even states that a park visitor tragically broke their neck on this very ride. So could it be that Jalen captured the spirit of someone who never made it out of the park? You decide. Followed. Home. TikTok user Francisco Javier claims that strange things have been happening at his home in Spain after exploring an abandoned farm he came across one day in the middle of nowhere. He says that the farm is a place of intense paranormal activity.
Vale. Es que no sé, tío. Está por aquí. Joder. Creo que está por aquí. ¿Hola? Escúchenlo. Ah, ¿qué va? Coña. Ahora sí. Me cago en la voz. Ahora sí me lo hizo detrás de mí. Ahora sí me lo hizo detrás de mí.
Francisco is recording at the farm when a door slams shut right behind him. After his days exploring the farm, he believes that something might have followed him home.
Empiezo a grabar porque estoy escuchando sonidos desde el baño muy raros y estoy solo en casa. Dentro del baño. ¿Qué cojones? ¿Cómo va a ser?
Francisco believes that he might be dealing with multiple entities as he begins to hear taunting voices, laughing, and even the sound of intense crying in the night.
Soy un niño.
The chilling sound of a baby crying sends Francisco off to search his entire apartment, but he finds nothing to explain the sound. Another night and things escalate to another level when Francisco's Amazon Alexa begins to behave very strangely and absolutely terrifying.
Alexa me da un susto de muerte.
Escucha. Se acaba de conectar. ¡Qué susto!
Francisco says that his Alexa is disconnected, yet it calls out in Spanish, "Go to the window. I want to see you."
Se acaba de conectar. ¡Qué susto!
And that's not the only time that this happens.
Coño.
A female voice coming from the Alexa laughs out loud but then stops as soon as Francisco comes around the corner. Then an entirely different, lower and creepier voice calls out, "Hola." Francisco has had enough, but he has no idea how to stop the terrifying activity. He tries to continue living his life as if nothing has happened. But then one night when he's hanging out just watching TV, this happens.
Escuche, acabo de empezar a escuchar a tocar desde esa puerta. ¿Están tocando desde ahí? ¿O es cosa mía? Míralo, verlo. ¿Hola? No puede ser. ¿Qué coño es eso? ¿Qué coño es eso, tío? ¿Qué coño es eso? ¿Qué cojones? Hay una luz aquí encendida también. ¿Era eso, loco? ¿Qué coño era eso? No hay nada, tío. Uf.
Francisco is startled by knocking coming from his hallway door. When he stands up to check it out, he spots what appears to be a small child looking in through the window. Shocked by what he's seeing, he quickly opens the door only to find no one there. Whoever or whatever this is has disappeared. So did something follow Francisco home from the abandoned farm that he explored? Could it even be multiple spirits? And if you were in his shoes, turn off the lights and go full screen, because it's the top 20 scariest ghost videos of the year. The Highway 5 Ghost Girl. This next video, posted to Reddit by user Lil Goth Doll, was recorded from a monitor, then screen capped on a phone before it finally made its way to the internet. So it's a bit potato quality. Nevertheless, the video is chilling. It was pulled from the dashcam feed of two truck drivers after a very frightening incident. So, one night 2 truckers are driving on Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama, when they get the scare of a lifetime. The panic-stricken truck drivers pull over and call 911. But when they check the highway and the surrounding area along with arriving police, they don't find anything. There's just no one there. After the truck drivers request a viewing of the footage recorded that night on Highway 5, they are shocked. Just like they thought, there is in fact a girl in a long dress walking across the road, seemingly getting hit by their truck. They later find out that there's a well-known ghost story associated with this road, Highway 5 in Lynn, Alabama. The story goes that 10 years ago on a rainy night, a teenage girl on her way home from her high school prom lost her life on the road after being hit by an 18-wheeler truck. Over the years, many truck drivers claim that they have witnessed a girl wearing a prom dress on Highway 5. So could it be that these truck drivers captured the prom dress ghost of Highway 5? Their reactions certainly look convincing, but as always, you decide. The Haunted Hill House. The Haunted Hill House in Mineral Wells, Texas is said to be one of the most haunted locations in the U.S. With an over 125-year dark and troubling past, that doesn't come as much of a surprise. The home was once a haven for illegal activity. It served as a gambling hall, a bootlegging operation, and even a brothel. It also served as a makeshift hospital for over 50 years. It is said that the Haunted Hill House is inhabited by the ghosts of at least 9 people who lost their lives there. The Hill House can be rented out for ghost tours and investigations by interested groups and curiosity seekers. So one night in late September, a group of friends and family rented the Hill House just to have a little fun. None of the group were quote-unquote paranormal investigators. In fact, many of them were doubters who just wanted to prove that the so-called Haunted Hill House wasn't actually haunted at all. But that's not exactly how things went down. The house is said to be haunted by one particularly violent spirit that the house's owners refer to as Dr. Yeager. One of the visitors, Victoria, lays down on the bed in one of the rooms and jokingly starts taunting Dr. Yeager. It did not go well.
As you can see, she was yanked off the bed. This was not a fall. And then they ran out. We're going to rewind that and we're going to show you in regular screen.
Something seems to violently yank Victoria right off the bed as her friends look on in terror. The house has a static black and white security camera in every room, and it catches the action as Victoria is pulled off the bed and the group makes a run for it. One of the guys is so shook, he even drops his phone and just leaves it on the floor behind him. Now, cut to almost 1 hour later, around 3 a.m. A guy named Drew wants to test this alleged paranormal activity for himself. So he enters the same bedroom and immediately begins taunting the ghost of, quote, Dr. Yeager. He He says that the spirit is a coward, and that if he really wants to attack someone, why doesn't he try attacking a man instead?
Same room.
Look at the guy in the white hat right here, guys. Follow him.
Before I can even finish my sentence, I'm in the air.
All right, we're gonna pull it back. Did you see he got pushed?
So Drew got his wish. He is violently shoved by something, and then he almost knocks down his two friends while making a mad dash from the room. It should be noted here that Drew has gone on record as saying that he will never set foot inside the haunted Hill House ever again. But it gets even weirder. After Drew is pushed and he and his friends run from the room, something seems to yank the door shut behind them. If you watch closely, you can actually see the doorknob move as if it's being pulled. So is the haunted Hill House one of the most haunted places on Earth? Would you go into that room and taunt the spirit of Dr. Yeager? Let me know down in the comments. The unhappiest place on Earth. Popular Japanese YouTube channel Fourth Wall claims that they have been sent video footage of a family visiting Tokyo Disneyland. Since there are very strict privacy laws in Japan, the footage has been blurred to protect identities. Now, allegedly the family's daughter is too scared to ever return to the Disney park after this incident. This is the footage.
As the world stands on the cusp of AI computing, the ThinkPad T14s Gen 6
Did you see it? The anonymous video recorder is walking on the second floor of what appears to be the Disneyland Hotel lobby. They pan to the right and what appears to be the pale, translucent figure of a little girl can be seen right in front of them. But they don't see it. They didn't even discover the figure until after their trip while they were looking through their footage. So is it a ghost caught on camera? Or is it just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The Screaming Ghost. Paranormal investigator Ross Allison has been heading up a ghost hunting team in the Pacific Northwest called A Ghost for nearly 20 years. After one of their investigations, a female team member believes that she was followed home by an unhappy spirit who attached itself to her. Afterwards, she says that every time she records her voice, unexplained horrific screams and growls appear on her recordings. In this clip, to prove her claim, she records herself in full view of a camera in a room full of people, which would make faking the recording nearly impossible.
Hi, it's me again. Obviously. No one can understand why you have to scream, and neither can I. Why do you...
Show yourself, though. Show yourself. Come. Pull another one out. Pull another one out. Pull another one out. I hope. Okay, now.
A drawer opens on its own, and the heavy mattress falls over. But it gets even stranger. When the man is panning around the room, this.
Come on.
Did you see it? The shape of something that looks like a small boy seems to be peering back at him in the mirror. And when he pans the camera back, the shape in the mirror has vanished. So is this a ghost caught on camera, or just an elaborate hoax? You decide. The passenger.
This next chilling CCTV video was allegedly shared to the public by an anonymous taxi driver in Japan. He says that a little after 1 a.m. he saw a woman on the street raise her hand to hail his taxi. He pulls over and stops. But what happens next is truly bizarre. The taxi driver remotely opens the door in the back with a switch, expecting the woman to step inside the vehicle. But when he looks again, there's no one there. So the confused driver simply closes the door and drives away. But just a few minutes later, he drives through a tunnel on the road. Without him knowing, his drive recorder captures something absolutely terrifying. The extremely disturbing figure of a woman can be seen appearing in the backseat of his car. Not once, but twice. She appears distorted with a swollen face, one creepy eye open and one closed. The taxi driver claims that he had no idea what was happening so close behind him. He says that he felt a disturbing chill at the time, but he didn't see or hear anything unusual. The driver believes this to be the manifestation of a spirit of the victim of a traffic accident on this road, forever lost on the streets of Japan, trying to get a ride back home. The St. Charles Hotel. On the YouTube ghost hunting channel The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted St. Charles Hotel in Carson City, Nevada.
So what is ClickUp? ClickUp is an all-in-one productivity software where you can manage everything and anything.
The hotel has been in continuous operation for over 150 years. So obviously it's had its fair share of tragic events occurring inside its walls. Almost immediately, the Haunted Side guys begin to experience unexplained activity.
And we're going back in.
I don't even see anything in here that's metal.
No, there's no debris.
Nothing changed.
Patrick and Jason head to the hotel's most haunted rooms to continue their investigation.
So we're standing out front of room 305 and 304. Which should we go first? 304?
304.
And again, this is the floor where there's a lady from the 1800s that is seen around here a lot. So let's go see if we can talk to her.
And now, this is when things get truly bizarre.
Do you have something you want to say? Come and talk to us.
Floor is super kooky.
Yeah. That was weird. Is that you? I felt like a little touch, right? Like a little pressure.
Now, at first this clip might not seem that compelling, but right after Patrick is touched, watch what their night vision camera catches.
That was weird. Is that you?
Did you see it? Now, this chilling capture of a pale apparition might be a bit hard to see on a darker phone screen or a monitor, so I've enhanced the video just a bit. But note, nothing was added to the Haunted Side's original video. It has only been adjusted to highlight what was already there.
Is that you?
Next, Patrick and Jason move to room 305, a room which is also said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. They capture some very odd temperature fluctuations in the room. But the most chilling footage of all happens just after they walk out.
Both Jason and myself had to leave this room. Little did we know we were about to capture something unbelievable.
Did you see it? Again, I'll enhance the video. Take another look. Some creepy figure seems to just be standing idly in the corner with its head down. When they leave the room, it seems to raise its head and disappear into the bathroom. So did the Haunted Side catch a ghostly apparition in 2 separate rooms at the St. Charles Hotel? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. You can watch the Haunted Side's complete uncut investigation over on their YouTube channel. Another creepy doll video was sent in by TikTok user Liliana Castillo. In the video, her daughter Golly can be seen playing with her doll. Everything is fine until she seems to hear something odd that catches her attention.
And Kaliana, how was this video to you? Good? Okay, thank you. Okay. Yeah, thank you so much, Kaliana. You are a good sport. So, Kaliana, what?
Did you see it? Watch closely right at the corner of the screen. Right when Golly appears to hear something to her left, the doll turns its head to look at her. Horrified, Golly runs to her mom to tell her what happened. The doll has since been thrown out in the trash. Something wicked. Popular Japanese ghost hunters Gachan, Yasuke, and Daichan from the YouTube channel Clip Store travel to what is known to be an extremely haunted location in Hiroshima Prefecture, Japan. Hidden in the mountains here, there's a mysterious tall Western-style ruin that sort of looks like a medieval castle. No one knows why this odd structure was built, or why it ended up being completely abandoned. Locals and curious visitors tell strange stories about the ghost of a woman wearing a dark cape. They claim that the dark figure looks like a witch. The Clip Store team begin their investigation outside, completely in awe of the strange Western-style exterior. That's when cameraman Daichan notices something truly bizarre.
ここで全部行ったところかな。正面に。君やなやっぱ。いやここすごいね。ここから見ると。全部が窓が覆われてるのが気持ち悪い。いや確かにね。なんか今上に人影あったぞ。
It's a little hard to see, but Daichan's camera barely captures what appears to be someone quickly moving away from the edge of the roof, almost as if someone or something is watching them from above. The team splits up as they each investigate one of the 3 floors inside the abandoned structure. Investigator Yasuke finds an old TV on the 2nd floor and sits down to listen and wait.
just to see if he experiences anything remotely paranormal. What happens next is absolutely terrifying.
가짜! 요스케さんだ。大ちゃん！ガッチャン！どうした？なんか触られた。は？上おったろ今。大ちゃん後ろ！後ろ！降りて！大ちゃん後ろ！後ろ！降りて！大ちゃん後ろ！何？大ちゃん降りてきて！は？大ちゃん！何？は？大ちゃんの横に人がおったって。大ちゃんのこっち側に人がおったって。しかも俺体触られたと検証しよったんや。この辺トンってされたんよ。
Yasuke claims that something pushed hard against his shoulder, knocking him backwards and nearly making him fall. He runs up to the staircase and yells to his team members. And to his horror, he sees something lurking over Daichan's shoulder, up on the top floor. Yasuke screams to warn him, but whatever it is has just disappeared into thin air. Could this be the spirit of the woman that locals claim to have been seen inside the abandoned building? Did the ghost hunters capture evidence of the paranormal? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video over on the Japanese YouTube channel, Clip Store. Popular streamer Brian from the Twitch channel Daily Dasher travels the world and broadcasts his adventures live for thousands of people to watch on Twitch. In one of his many 6 to 8 hour long live streams, he is celebrating his birthday in Ecuador. During his live broadcast, his viewers are shocked when they see someone who seems very out of place.
Yeah, I'm a little confused too. But it seems like why is there a child here? He said that they closed at 10, and it seems like that's what someone in the chat said, the curfew is extended, but it's till 10. So even though we didn't get the exact words out of his mouth, there's still a curfew. It seems like these might add up. Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my God, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home. What the fuck?
At first, Brian casually points out that there's a child standing at the balcony window. Oddly, the little girl is standing perfectly still. In fact, she is so still that viewers chatting in his live stream think that it might be a statue. Some even jokingly suggest that it's a little ghost girl. So, Brian pans his camera around and looks over. To his horror, he discovers that the little girl has mysteriously disappeared. Now, just like in the previous videos, I'm not necessarily saying that this is a paranormal event caught on camera. It might simply be that the girl, who doesn't move and appears to be completely unresponsive to her surroundings, maybe she just ran off when Brian was distracted. But Brian's reaction to the odd disappearance seems very sincere. He actually seems a bit shook.
Is that fast food? Don't scare me like that. Oh my God, it's gone! Oh no! Chat, I don't like supernatural stuff. Why you guys said it's a ghost girl? It's gone! I should have stayed home.
But as with the other videos, I leave it up to you to decide. Opening a window, opening a doorway. This strange Japanese video popped up on the internet and quickly went viral with over 1 million views. Unfortunately, no one seems to know the source of the video, including me. I did my usual research, but no one seems to have a clue as to where the creepy video came from. As with most Japanese videos, the couple's identities appear to be blurred in the original video. Having said all that,
The clip is still downright chilling.
I have more of a more casual styled interviewing, but it is like, I want to get to know you, I want to understand you, and I do believe with AI.
The couple sees the odd blurry shape of someone or something that seems to be peering into their kitchen window. But when the guy quickly slides the window open, there's no one there. He turns back to his girlfriend and catches a truly disturbing figure standing right behind her, dark and shadowy with what almost looks like rotting skin. Then as he pans back only a moment later, the figure has just disappeared. So did the couple unwittingly let a wandering spirit into their home? Unfortunately, without a source, we'll never know. But let me know what you think down in the comments. Hiding in the closet. This next video was sent in by a viewer, and it's one of those rare paranormal stories that's been around on YouTube for a decade, but not many people have ever seen it. In fact, in over 10 years, this channel has only gotten 66 subscribers and very few views. So let's get into it. Back in February 2011, YouTube user Steph posts a series of videos to document the creepy paranormal activity that she says she often experiences in her house's basement. But even as she tries to simply introduce her channel, things get a bit weird.
Hi everyone, my name is Steph. I live in New York, and I just wanted to do a little bit of an introduction to my channel, Steph's Basement 89. Basically, I think my house is haunted, which I know sounds silly, and I still feel kind of silly saying it, but I guess I shouldn't. We figured out that about the start of the new year of this year was when things started to happen. It's mostly in the basement, but... Right? Did you, or are you f***ing with me?
Someone standing at the doorway. I saw it.
Ouch.
Someone standing at the doorway.
Can you... Don't go far.
I'm gonna check it out.
So, as I'm recording to you, pardon my language, I feel like I just saw someone standing in the doorway, and so did he. No one, right?
No.
In this next video, we head down to what Steph alleges is the most haunted area of her home, the basement. Steph's little dog Bella seems a bit freaked out by something in the basement closet.
So normally when I come home from work, my dog Bella will come running to the door to greet me or whatever, and I just came home and she didn't do that, and it ends up she's down here in the basement just obsessing over this closet door. She's never done this before. It looks as if she's waiting for it to open, or she thinks there's someone behind it, where it's like she acts like she's acting how she does when she wants to get into one of the rooms upstairs. But she hasn't acknowledged me at all since I came home, which is very weird. Bella. She's not even answering to her name. I'm just gonna open it. If I could pull it. See, baby, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. There's nothing in there, crazy lady. Well, it's dark, but as you could probably see, there's no one in the closet, thank God. See, baby, there's nothing there, lady. Nothing, okay? Oh, she's back to sniffing it again. It's freaking me out. Come on, let's go upstairs.
Over the next month, Steph experiences random noises from the basement and even some unnerving sightings of what she believes to be a supernatural apparition. She sets up a camera to record her basement room, specifically the closet. Her recordings capture many hours of, well, nothing. But then, late one Friday night, this happens. As Steph's friend Reese is casually sitting in the basement one night checking her phone, the closet door just pops open on its own. Now, Reese is a skeptic and doesn't believe the basement to be haunted at all, but still, we see her make a tiptoeing dash right out of the room, and we can hear her run up the stairs. So she definitely seems spooked. So now, we cut to one night where Steph and her friend Rochelle are hanging out as it gets close to the midnight hour. Steph decides to record a quick video for her roommate who is away on a trip. What she catches on camera is absolutely terrifying.
Are you videotaping? Yeah, it's for Stan. I won't break them. Michelle's getting like really good at the drums. So you might have some competition when you get back. We love you. We'll see you soon.
Did you see it? As Steph pans her camera by the open closet door, it looks as if an older woman in a white gown is just standing there, watching. When Steph pans back seconds later, no one there. So did Steph capture real paranormal activity in her basement? And just what happened after this? Well, we'll never know, because you see, Steph hasn't posted to her YouTube channel since these creepy incidents 10 years ago. The House of Horror. The home known as the House of Horror in Asunción, Paraguay is a home which locals say is extremely haunted. The now abandoned house has a long and very dark history, as 6 brutal deaths have taken place inside its walls. Long ago in the year 1913, a physician who lived in the house shot a man twice after he found him alone with his wife in their home. He later claimed that he didn't know what came over him when he pulled the trigger. Then many years later in 2018, a young mother, her 2 children, and her parents tragically lost their lives inside the home at the hands of the woman's husband. The senseless crime shocked the entire city and forever branded the home with the title, quote, The House of Horror. Several bus drivers that regularly pass by the House of Horror have claimed that they often see a strange shadow-like being late at night that tries to stop the bus. But then the figure simply disappears into thin air right before their eyes. The bus drivers also claim that when it rains, you can hear the crying and wailing of children coming from inside the house. The House of Horror and the strange activity surrounding it has been covered by many news outlets, including this report by Paraguay's C9N TV network. News reporter Alejandra Pereira and her cameraman were doing a tour around the creepy house live on TV when they captured something truly chilling.
Estilo colonial, bastante antigua esta casona. Alejandra, adelante.
Sí, muchísimas gracias, Silvio. Ya nos encontramos en el interior justamente de esta denominada Casa del Terror aquí sobre Oliva y Montevideo para hacer un recorrido con el compañero Derlis, que también estuvo en el momento que ocurrió esto, ¿verdad? Y nos va a poder también...
En ese baño, Alejandra, donde se había realizado, digamos, el entierro de los 4 cuerpos de las 2 mujeres y de las 2 criaturas.
Sí, este sería uno de los lugares donde estaban enterrados justamente los cuerpos de las mujeres, en este caso, Silvio, según las informaciones que también estamos manejando. Porque parte de otro de los cuerpos justamente también se...
Footage live, and again broadcast their findings.
Vamos a llegar hasta aquí, hasta una de las máquinas donde nos tocó escuchar parte del archivo completamente en bruto. Lorena, ¿me puedes explicar Lo que vamos a escuchar a continuación, los sonidos también por sobre todo.
Sí, bueno, lo que les voy a poner ahora es el sonido del ambiente que capta la cámara con el sonido del micrófono, porque nosotros recibimos los enlaces acá con canales diferentes, entonces eso se puede separar sin problema.
Porque parte otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
Bueno, y ahora, ¿qué es lo que vamos a compartir también a continuación, Lorena?
Voy a poner el sonido ambiente que captó la cámara.
Solamente el sonido que entra por la cámara en sí y no por el micrófono que estaba teniendo en ese momento también nuestra compañera Alejandra Pereira. Si podemos ya reproducir y llegar al momento exacto en el cual se estaba dando lo que eran estos gritos. Ahí está.
Porque parte otro de los cuerpos justamente también se presumía que se encontró en el fondo, hacia donde nos estamos dirigiendo en estos momentos, ya en el fondo de la casa también.
So, just what do you think these screams could be? Could it be the shrieks of the victims still crying out for help? Or is it all just a very, very elaborate hoax? You decide. Dancing with the Dead. 11 years ago, Tony Noguera recorded a short video of his son Elijah dancing to a Green Day song that was playing on their TV. He uploaded the video to his YouTube channel, and for years the video went mostly unnoticed. That is, until Tony's footage was shared on Reddit and hundreds of Reddit users agreed on one thing. There's something truly bizarre going on in this video.
Dance. Dan, look at Elijah, go like this. Elijah, hey, like this. Elijah, look at, hey. Elijah, go like this. We dancing to some Green Day?
The entire agri-food sector bears the brunt of the climate crisis.
Pour parler d'agriculture et d'Europe à la jeunesse.
Proteste der Landwirte zeigen, wie wichtig der stratégische Dialog ist.
La PAC, c'est plus du tiers du budget total de l'Union européenne.
We have to find a new consensus on the future of agriculture.
Welcome back to Food for Europe, episode number 46.
Dance, go.
Did you see it? Right behind little Elijah, what looks like the dark, shadowy figure of a child can be seen, just kind of standing there, watching the family. A few seconds later, and the child disappears. Even creepier, right after the small, shadowy figure is seen, a strange, unexplained childlike giggle can be heard.
Elijah, go like this.
Now, I reached out to Tony Noguera personally, and he says that he has no idea who or what this unexplained figure might be. But he says his house does have a very creepy history. Tony's house is inside a gated community in Reno, Nevada, and the property on which the neighborhood was built used to be an old graveyard back in the 1960s. So could this creepy apparition be the ghost of a child buried on the community grounds long ago? Let me know what you think down in the comments. The other side. Popular Snapchat livestream ghost hunter Hassan Barbar is exploring a long-abandoned residence in Jordan. Locals claim that the house was once owned by a wicked man named Romani, who lived there with his servants. It is said that the man's ghost now haunts the house as an evil spirit, along with the cursed souls of his servants. One of these servants is said to appear as a dark, faceless shape that resembles a young woman. When entering the abandoned old house, Hassan begins to hear strange sounds and lets his livestream viewers know that he believes that the spirit already knows he's there.
خايف يجيني الزلمة أو يكون هون موجود. ما بعرف. اسمع في صوت. اسمع. والله العظيم في صوت يا اخوان والله. بس يا اخوان موقع. بسم الله. مش عارف.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الذي لا يضر مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. طلع أخوان.
Hassan hears the chilling voice of a woman from somewhere within the empty house. Then, a kitchen cabinet slams shut. But it gets worse.
والله العظيم يا اخوان طلع صوت. بس شو هذا اللي فوق؟ وحياة الله في اشي غريب في المكان يا اخوان. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. أنا خايف إن شاء الله ما يكونوا ينزلوا مخبطين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الباب سكر.
The same kitchen cabinet moves right in front of him, and a sliding door seems to have shut on its own. Hassan gets an unexplained headache and decides to take a break outside. But when he returns, things get even creepier.
إخوان أنا طلعت برا شوي لأنه راسي كثير وجعني. والله العظيم خاصة المكان هون هذا. بسم الله. في حد هون؟ هون شوفي اخوان والله في اشي وحياة الله. شوف طب ليكون هاي عكسي. هاي والله العظيم انه في اشي موقف جوا يا اخوان وحياة الله. اسمعوا انا بقولكم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والله العظيم انه انا انجنيت من الغرفة هاي. بسم الله. بدي احكي لكم خلينا نشوف كمان مرة يا اخوان اذا في اشي. هاي انا يا اخوان والله العظيم انه في اشي جوا. بسم الله. هاي والله العظيم انه في اشي. نرجع بنعمل هيك. بسم الله. نرجع هيك. اخوان انا انهبلت من هاي وحياة الله انهبلت.
Los de Másmóvil no quieren que te saltes este anuncio, pues ya les he dicho ya que con esta chistorra aquí pues que es imposible, vaya, o sea, así que nada, que atento a esto que te trae Másmóvil. Perfecto. Y ahora atento a la chistorra. Ahí está. Esto sí que es hipnótico.
Una vida sin acceso a la lectura sería obligatoriamente mucho menos rica y mucho más simplificada.
The terrifying figure of a woman dressed in black can be seen on the other side of a glass window. But when Hassan quickly checks the area, no one there. The mysterious woman seems to disappear into thin air. So who or what do you think this woman could be? Is it an angry spirit? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Wrong way. Urban explorers Matt and Andy from the YouTube channel Finders, Beepers, History Seekers explore the abandoned Mossley Manor in Liverpool, England. The manor has a very dark history. The Victorian building was constructed over 150 years ago by cotton merchant Nicholas Duckworth, who passed away in the home in 1889. In 1940, the manor served as a home for unwed mothers and their children. It was later sold to become a care home for the elderly and disabled, called Mossley Manor Care Home. Around 2014, reports began to surface of abuse and terrible living conditions at the Mossley Manor home. Even more disturbing, families discovered the unreported deaths of at least 10 elderly patients in the home. The care home was shut down in 2015. For obvious reasons, many claim that the Mossley Manor is haunted and is a hotspot for paranormal activity. But Matt and Andy from Finders Beepers are certainly not ghost hunters or even necessarily believers in the paranormal. They're just a couple of guys who enjoy doing urban exploration of old decaying properties like the Mossley Manor, and cracking a few jokes along the way.
Right, so we've just come in to a sort of where they keep files and diaries and one thing and another.
He didn't look suitable to enter the building on account of him having a wild expression in his eyes.
Jesus Christ. How can...
Psychopath coming in.
No, but who can judge whether somebody should be allowed in because they've got a wild look in their eyes?
Never let me in, would they?
This building is amazing, actually. I really want to go scrambling around on that roof. But I don't know whether I'm just currently too fat. Fucking hell! Jesus Christ, made your head. Oh my God, my heart. And this is like the entranceway. Not that we can see it because our Andy's bonds.
Even though the two guys try to keep the atmosphere light, when they are on their way up the manor stairs, Matt sees something truly chilling. And suddenly, things just aren't so funny anymore.
Right, just heading up. Is this the second or third floor we're going up to? It's because we went down to the basement, it's thrown me.
I've got no idea.
Totally thrown me. That paper's, they're thick, aren't they? Wallpaper in here is like good quality wallpaper, I will say that. Yeah. So, but yeah, you can see it goes up again. Hey, wait up. Hello? Somebody up there. Hello? I feel like there's somebody down there as well. Right, I'm going up. What the f? Right, I've gone cold. Yeah. Oh, it might have been. I've gone cold because I saw somebody stood there. I saw a leg. Hello? You just fart. But they went that way, and there's nowhere you can go. A voice? I didn't hear.
I don't know if it was like a man or a woman's voice, but it was deepish.
As the world stands on the cusp of AI computing, the ThinkPad T14s Gen 6 confidently leaps into the future and hits the ground running. First, it brings new power to remote working, with Microsoft Copilot enhancing productivity by streamlining tasks, enabling complex AI models to be run anywhere. This is all beautifully brought to life on the
That's weird. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage.
As Matt films the top of the staircase, he captures what appears to be the legs of someone or something who seems to be watching them. The figure immediately walks off toward the right and disappears. Matt and Andy immediately head up the stairs to investigate, but they can't find anyone or anything to explain what Matt captured on camera. Even stranger, there is nowhere for anyone to walk or hide. Now keep in mind that the mysterious figure disappeared towards the right side. Well, that just leads toward a wall with a tiny boarded up window. The mysterious person seems to have simply disappeared into thin air.
But they went that way, and there's nowhere you can go.
So could it be that they captured the ghost of Nicholas Duckworth still roaming his Victorian home? Could it be the apparition of one of the elderly patients that passed away inside the manor? Let me know what you think. You can check out Matt and Andy's full exploration over on their YouTube channel, Finders Beepers, History Seekers. Opening a doorway. Tomo and Hiro from the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film claim that a real estate agent reached out to them concerning a house that he found extremely difficult to sell. The agent says that the house once belonged to a family of 3 who mysteriously went missing in 2013, leaving behind all of their personal belongings in the house. The current owner is desperate to sell. He believes that there's a dark presence inside the home and wants nothing to do with it. He absolutely refuses to go inside the home or even get close to it. And all of these strange stories about the haunted house have kept buyers away as well. Tomo and Hiro say that the real estate agent and the owner reached out to them to find an explanation for the creepy alleged haunting inside the family home. When the two go to investigate, the current owner warns them to keep the doors closed at all times. But he doesn't explain why.
家の中のドアは、開けっぱなしにしないで必ず閉めてほしいって言われて、これ聞いた時なんかその人はなんかその宗教的ななんかそういうルールがあると思ったんだけど、
はいはいはい。開けて通ったらそのドアは必ず閉めるということは絶対守ってくれっていうことだったので。分かった。ちょっと待って。こうやって今ここから開けて入ったと。このドアを必ず閉める。でもなんでだよ。
Heeding the creepy warning, Tomo and Hiro respect the owner's request and close each door behind them whenever they step inside a new room. The two investigators immediately get the sense that something about the house is just a bit off.
違和感を覚えることが1個あって、扉をさ開けたら閉じるようにっていうことを僕らきつくお願いされたんじゃないですか。にもかかわらず、押し入れだとか、引き戸が半開きなの逆に。でもそうか。そこも全部そうか。ほら、もう全部開いてるもん。確かに。すっごい本当物がない。
Strangely enough, Tomo and Hiro discover that many of the closet and cabinet doors are half open, contradicting the strange warning that they got to leave all the doors closed at all times. They don't think much of it and just continue their investigation. But did you see it? Tomo and Hiro are completely unaware of what they just captured on camera. But watch again. Someone or something seems to be standing right behind the rack of clothes, as 2 bare feet can be seen underneath. But the investigators just don't notice. Soon the 2 explorers begin to hear a strange ringing sound that they believe to be coming from the home's, quote, altar room. A room that is dedicated to Buddhist prayer and sometimes houses altars meant to honor the dead. They go to investigate, and things take a terrifying turn.
聞こえるよね。もう絶対聞こえてるよね。聞こえてる。リンっていうの。なんか鐘というか、そう。あの音だよね。あの音。確実に。ちょっと戻るか。いや別に何も変わったところはない。
La creatividad es como un péndulo que viaja en el tiempo.
閉めた。いや、壁開いてる。閉めてる。閉めてる。ちょっと一回閉めよう。
I ask again, did you see it? Right after Tomo and Hiro enter the altar room and Tomo is closing the door, a pair of feet can be seen once again, but this time much closer. What makes the footage even creepier is that only moments earlier in this same spot, there was nothing there. Whatever is in the home with the two investigators seems to be following them. And then when they turn their back, the sliding door seems to open on its own. Hiro decides to do a solo investigation in the altar room in the hopes of capturing any paranormal activity. He sets up a static camera and then just sits in the dark and waits. After 30 minutes, nothing has happened. So Hiro gets a bit bored and decides to go check out another room. And this is when things get truly bizarre. Hiro hears a sliding door move on its own, and he discovers that the door to the altar room has once again mysteriously opened on its own. The investigator hears the bizarre ringing sound again, and when he turns around, he sees the creepy face of something staring back at him through the sliding door. Hiro gathers his courage and approaches the door. He opens it, and the face disappears into thin air. There's no one there. So did Hiro and Tomo capture paranormal evidence of a haunted home? Could it be the restless spirits of the family who mysteriously disappeared? Let me know what you think. You can watch this entire video over on the YouTube channel Omagatoki Film. A Nuke's Top 5 viewer who wishes to remain anonymous, let's just call him or her Alex for the sake of the video, emailed me about a CCTV recording captured at an undisclosed sleep lab during a sleep apnea test. Alex says that a coworker was monitoring a widowed female patient's sleep. And then this happened.
I'm going to start recording. Oh my god. I see it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Forget it. Look what yes. It's gone now.
Now, to get a better understanding of what is going on, a bit of explanation is necessary. So the squiggly lines that can be seen at the bottom of the screen indicate that the woman has stopped breathing during her sleep. The mysterious pale figure then appears to reach out to Wynn, after which she begins to breathe again. Alex believes the apparition might have been the patient's deceased husband, still carefully watching over her from beyond the grave. But what do you think this strange pale shape could be? Let me know down in the comments.
Let me just start recording. Oh my god. I see it walk around. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Forget it. Look what yes. It's gone now.
Hola y bienvenidos de nuevo al taller de Parkside. Me llamo Philip